Favorite guide is more interesting than what you have to say. Fine. I was thinking what the title should be. You'll figure.
Crazy.
Hello, what do you mean?
You'll figure it out. I said that either the truth doesn't hurt, or to ask or not to ask, or let the truth come to light, or see in my speech why I was thinking of this, or who's your paisid? You? Question mark. We don't eat chazer. I hope. Okay. Yeah. Why is mishpatim? These are the titles I was thinking of. What should be the proper title? Yeah. Why is mishpatim near the mizbech? This is Rashi's question. Everyone probably saw the first Rashi in Parsha, one of the first few Rashis. She said, just like mizbech, we know it's never b'sinai. So too mishpatim were never b'sinai. So maybe you think mishpatim is like ethics, code. Everyone has their own rules. No, it's never b'sinai. I was thinking, just like mizbech represents ben alam lamakom, is never b'sinai, and that people are very mak, but everyone knows ben alam daven shmona esrei, they get esrei, which is a very good thing. So too ben alam lachaveroi, which is I wanted to talk about not specific ben alam lachaveroi. I wanted to talk about not to ben alam. I was talking about like sigza, but really, so I want to say what's the biggest test of emunah? People learn emunah b'tachan, they learn Rabbi Ashur, the Rabbi Arush, Rabbi this, Rabbi that, everything about emunah. 1 minute a day of emunah. But what's the maisa then? What does it get them? They just start thinking that Hashem does everything. The real test of emunah is when you're in the big leagues is by the mighty old dollar. When it comes to the dollar, when you're filling out those papers and you could write, I heard Rabbi Zogron once say, he said, a guy's like not sure how old he should write, 37, 39, this. Someone asked him, like, how old are you? He's like, 38. I didn't even think of that. Like, that wasn't even a havamina to write that down. So a person, just like a person asks a shayla by Basar B'chalav, you call the Rav. You know you're not a person. You know you don't know. You're not going to fake your wife out and say, yeah, Mistama, it's good. Imagine you tell, Mistama, it's kosher. She says, I'm not going to use this knife. What do you mean, Mistama? The same thing with the money matters. Doesn't mean everything has to be filled out the letter of the law. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting into that. So yeah. But when you're doing something a bit funny, you should it's more at least what are you scared of to ask the shayla? You're anyways not going to listen to the Rav, but at least know the MS. So it said it's usher, so you won't listen. No. My Rosh Shiva in Montreal, Rav Bishop said he was talking to a guy. Told him, by the way, I want to be married. You're a shayla of ribbis. The guy's like, no, it's not. This guy's not Talmud Chacham. My Rosh Shiva knew Talmud Chacham very well. He told him it probably is. So finally, the guy said, "Mistam, it's mutter." So Rosh Hashanah said, now I know what Mistam Mutter means, Vade Aser. Oh, you don't ask, because Mistam Mutter, you're scared. So they say about Ramosha, there was someone else, Reuven wanted to go to work, I don't know, possibly one. He said, Ramosha told him you have to learn Chesed Mishpat before you go to business. Either it'll make him so into learning, or it'll be on his business. So another story of the Rav Bishop, he always used to say, you don't try to trick someone, you're selling a car. You don't make this shiny car. It's a 20-year-old car. There's no transmission in there. Just maybe you could drive to the guy's house and then it'll be the end of the car. He said a guy is selling a field and he tells the other guy, start telling him all the chesronis. This guy thinks at least he knows all the chesronis. I'm going to buy the field. When he finally gets to the field, when they're both going together, he's going, I'm going to show you the field. The guy pulls out of his pocket a pill. He's like, what are you, ADD? No. He said, what's this pill for? He said, I have a heart condition. He said, you have a heart condition? I'm not selling you the field. How can I sell it to you? You have a heart, you can have a heart attack. This field, this doesn't grow here. This has this problem, that problem. This happened with someone told me in yeshiva. Somebody was returning a car, and he was telling the place that I came a little late. I did this. He's probably wondering what's wrong with this guy. Why is he telling us this information? It's supposed to be a secret. So they say there's some people that are. A guy told me a story. I don't know why he told it to me. Maybe just to bring it up now. Told me he got a flat tire. What did he do? He took out the donut. He used that as the tire. I guess it was good enough to look like a tire. And he put in the flat tire where the donut is. So I was like, what's your point? You're saying what? That you stole? Tell me? Is that what you think? No. He's like, no, they didn't look. They didn't know. Of course they didn't look. Who would ever think that someone's so corrupted to give a flat tire? And what happens when the next guy gets a flat tire? He's going to have to use your flat tire? What do you think is going to happen? And this guy's like, people don't even think, maybe I'm doing something wrong. If you have it always on your mind, no. Reb Reuven said, the difference between a guy and a yid. What's the difference between a guy and a yid? A guy, there's different levels of Geneva, misdemeanor, felony, petty theft, this and that. By a yid, there's no such thing. You steal 5 cents, you're a ganab is a ganab. Imagine Reb Chaim Kanievsky's Chas Shalom. He's caught stealing from a pushka. He'll be, what do you mean he'll say it's his push, he'll make it to go Torah, fine, but it's, what do you, this, a Ganav is the same lack of Yiras Shamayim. Rabbi Lavsky said a joke, he said there's a guy giving a class on business ethics, it's an oxymoron. So he I heard a story with Ruby Shron when before he had a lot of money. Reverend, okay.
Before he had money.
Yeah, he's Ruby Shron still. And his kids were jumping on the couch and money started coming out. I guess he's very Matzliach. So money started coming out. So he went to a Moshe, he realized he obviously hid a lot of money in he bought a house and he bought the couch, there's money hidden in there. So he asked him, Moshe said, you don't have to return it, so he ran out. No, he said, Moshe said, it's like, you can make a Kiddush Hashem and I'll give you a bracha. Moshe bracha could work pretty good. So he gave that back and the bracha worked so far so good. He's not Stam rich, he gives, everyone knows he's very honest in business. They say that Reichman, once he gave his word, that was it. He didn't have to sign anything. It was it. He gave his word, it was it, over. It doesn't matter if he's going to lose money. So one of the kinyanim of Torah is very important, is Ayvas HaMesham, to love righteousness. And why should you like righteousness? He said, even people say the truth hurts, the lie hurts even more in the long run. You're right, man. And what does it lead to? The next kinyan of the Torah says, after Ayvas HaMesham, is Ayvas Techachas. The only guy that's going to love Techachas, how do you love them? You're getting screamed at. But if you love to hear the truth, what do you care what the guy's screaming at? At least the guy's telling me the truth. Thank you for telling me the truth. So, Rav Tzadka said, I don't know which one, he said, the hardest thing is to be truthful with other people. So there's some, Binyamin Weinreb told me there was once a commotion and everybody was hacking around, and the Katzker saw, he's like, what's going on? What's the hack? He said, a guy stole. A guy stole. They said, what? He said, the guy stole? He said, Shteit Lei Sigzal on the Torah. How did the guy steal? They said the Chiddushei Rim was there, and he gathered pachad for the rest of his life. Lei Sigzal. No one thinks of eating a cheeseburger. That's how you have to look at money. They say, I was wondering why it's called treif regel. Maybe that's the shot. It's treif. You have to look at it like treif. It's treif. No one eats treif. No one makes a shtickle Torah. Even it has to be at least rabbanot. If there's no extra, no guy's going to eat there. So they say it says Chazal say they were asakta. They're going to ask you, the first question they're going to ask you is asakta b'emunah. That's one shot. So I was just thinking, Meir Stern is known that he doesn't let his young light take any money from the government. And what's a pshat? Because once you start with the gun, how many kids you have, you don't count this kid was adopted, you didn't really own him, you disowned him, you don't own him, you disowned your whole family, now you don't have any kids, you get more money, that depends which papers you have to fill out. It gets very hard. Unless, obviously, if you're, I'm not saying what's emes was not, but at least it's a shayla. I mean, if you know you're not doing something yasher, so you should ask, and maybe it's the wrong thing, possibility. And also, it's a chizuk for this, is Ramosha, not that I'm finished, but it's Ramosha said, it says the whole parsha why it's so hard to be a Yid is because people don't have the proper emunah. The amount of money you're going to get is set on Rosh Hashanah. So what are you worried about? You're not going to get any of them. I heard Rabbi Yaakov said, I don't know who told me, Yaakov said kids are off the derech in the schools because the schools are not emes this, and then the guy gets caught and in jail, and then and we know the Ramban Parshas Bo, the Tachlis of Bria is Emunah. So if we know Emunah and the money matters is the biggest test of the Emunah. So there's a story everyone knows the story with Rav Shimon ben Shattach, that he returned the money to the guy, and the guy said, Baruch Elokei Shimon ben Shattach. What shaykh is Baruch Elokei? Thank you, Shimon ben Shattach. Have a nice day. Why does he have to start admitting this? The only way somebody will return it is a God. If he's following God, you could see the Elikus and this person's Ishamis. People could become from when you just emes. You just emes it. You say, I'm scared, I don't know what to say. What do you mean you don't know what to say? Say the truth. That wasn't an option. The guy's 30. He didn't think, like, maybe just say the truth. This is what the Torah says, and that's it. And it says, whatever the Chazal mean, but it's obviously very harsh. It says, is emes. It says, and it says, so if you want to follow in Hashem's ways. It says, the Gemara Bab Metzia Memtas says, you should, yes and no should be tzedek. Lefi Rava, Lefi Abaya means you should be mechusei emunah. Don't say one thing and have in mind something else. I don't know if you do something else, shayla maybe, but hein shachal tzedek. So I wanted to say a little drush. It says hein yiras Hashem, hein yiras Elokim. What does hein mean? Hein b'lashon Yevani is yes. Hein is achas, right? Hein is achas, but hein pasha means yes. So hein yiras Hashem. Where do you see the yiras Shemayim when he says yes or no? That's what you see if a person's a yiras Shemayim. And I wanted to say, what does Yiras Shamayim mean? Why is it so hard? Money, these type of things. What is so hard? When you have proper Yiras Shamayim, it said the Miyaldis. It says Baturan Miyaldis is Lakim, and they had Yiras Shamayim. Why weren't they scared of Potiphar? It's crazy. He was bathing people's blood. You think they did extra mamish? They went out of their way to do extra things to save the babies. Why? Because it's the marshal. Like, let's say someone's scared of a mouse. He's running around. He's locking the door. Then a lion comes. You think he's scared of the mouse anymore? He's not scared of the mouse anymore. If you Yiras Shamayim means you see the bunch of them there. You're not scared. Oh, I'm going to gain another 25 cents. I'm going to do this thing. It's not an option. And this is 2-3 minutes. And just want to say this. My Mashiach said this. Rabbi Kokis. I want a smag in Mitzvah Ayin Daled. It's a nace. I remember it from a shmooze. I had to text him where it was. But it's in the smag. Here, Kvar Darashti Legos Yerushalayim Hashem B'Sad B'Shar Galas Edom Ki Ata Sharach Goes Yosem Midai Yesh Yisrael Lahavdil Mehavlei Olam. Okay, whatever that is. I'm not Tzalik. I follow his words. The lecha is, and then he says what? It's very, take a guess what he's going to say. Obviously, the lecha is because Samay Shel Hakadosh Baruch Hu Shu Emes. In this galus, last week he said kedusha is the big thing to grab onto the thing which is emes. V'loy l'shaker, loy l'Yisrael, v'loy l'gayim. Oh, so even if the Medina's Jews, so you could, I don't know, whatever. V'loy l'ataysam b'shum inyan, v'l'kadosh af b'mutalam. Okay, this is already the high madriga. Even when it's mutter, you call your Rav, and he said, but maybe it's a little bit, not so much. Shenever shevish yisrael liyasavla, and he says, Sheyavay Hakadosh Baruch Hu l'shiyim. This is an amazing thing. Yomru Hagayim, they did asa. They did. It's right. Shehem Anshe Emes. Yavada the Yizar Emes thing. The Torah's Emes B'fiyim, and maybe I'll end off with the Abba Amzar to say what's Sheikh's Torah's Emes B'fiyim to Anshe Emes. But Avol Im Yisnagu Ba'Hagayim B'Ramos Yomru Ro Ma'as Hakadosh Baruch Hu Shabachar L'Chelkom Ganovim B'Ramon. What bigger Chil Hashem would that be? Fine, you're right. The Galus has to end. But the guy going to say, why are they going in? They're the same Ponzi schemes. They're all in jail. And we're in jail. Why are they going out of Galus? Maybe we should get out of Galus. We don't like it either. So someone to Rabbi Rosenthal told me, Rosenzweig told me, Rabbi Schneier and Rabbanan went into a shul and they saw the people davening very stark. So Rabbi Schneier told Rabbanan, I see, this is Mamash Erlich place. So Rabbanan said, wait till you see, not that he was saying they're bad, but he said, wait till you see how they deal with the money matters before you say they're Erlich. And this is the story of Rabbi Abba I'm talking with the Satmar Rebbe. The guy came to the Satmar Rebbe, he said, have this problem with my taxes, with this, with that. So the Satmar Rebbe said, I give you a bracha, the truth should come to light. The guy's like, no, please don't. So I'm saying, how many of us want the truth to come to light? We're laughing at that guy. What are we? So I was talking about the Chesama Shal Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Just give it a minute or two. That I know it's the minute to say it longer when you say it.
Try to say the truth.
Yeah, you could go. Anyway, so I was saying, what's the most valuable autograph? Anyone who's into sports, what's the most valuable autograph? If the guy is good and it has to be rare. Rabbi Kansi told me it's a very common autograph. He found out it's not worth so much. Baby's autograph. Because it's very common. He said the most valuable thing, the most cosmic thing in the world is the Baruch. What's the most rare thing? MS. And no one can forge your signature. Don't worry. If it's MS, it's MS. If it's not, they're not going to take away your autograph. It's very hard to find people that you could say on this guy, Ish MS. They said, Yisro said to find Anshe MS. I don't know if Moshe Rabbeinu answered back that he's finding back Anshe MS. I did a story with the guy. The guy asked me for 100 shekel. Guy, whatever, but I trusted him a little bit. So I said, you want to pay back 100 shekel? He said, yeah. I said, fine, maybe I'll even give you, but you're saying you're paying back, then you can pay. So I said, you have to come back from Harnov, who was in Harnov. He said, fine, in a week. He comes back, I wasn't in yeshiva, I guess, normal. And he came to my dira, gave it to the guy my dira, and he came back. Afterwards, he told me he never felt so good in his life that he kept his word. I said, the only thing that you want to start with anybody to teach a little kid anything, keep your own word. No one's going to have a time of why you telling me to keep my own word. It wouldn't make any sense. What are you going to say? I don't even know what to go next. So someone said I have to talk about Hakaras HaTov. So I was thinking, Hakaras HaTov, if a person has proper Hakaras HaTov to punish them, Hashem gave you a few little rules. You have a life. He's giving you life. Yeah, there's little struggles and whatever it is. How could you say a sheker? Right? He gave you $1 million. He gave you could breathe today. He said, please watch this. Don't do any shtig. Don't take anything. Be like, of course, I'll do my best job. I'm being shimer on it. That's it. Tzaddikim is mamanim chayv yaisem igufam, because every penny they don't steal. It's very hard to get money. It's kosher money. Also, it's kosher money. Okay, and as this thing ain't similar to Qatar Sasek is when a person like he does something without asking, he's not really sure, he's always feeling like a little bit guilty. He knows, yes, no, maybe I should have. If a person asks and then he knows it's us, and that's it, he did, and Hashem doesn't give you a test that you can't pass. So if your test is that you're not supposed to get this money, you don't need this money. It's you're fake in your head. And the last thing, Rabbi Alba, I'm telling you right before I get, he said, Sheker Sanesi Tairasi Yahavti. So he said, what Shaykh is? If you're Sheker Sanesi, then it's Shaykh to be Tairasi Yahavti. You sound yeah, I love the Torah. Torah's emes. So how are you loving the whole thing would be Stephen.
Stephen Benamin.
Yeah. Shkara, thank you for listening.